in? Well, as you guys can see, we are blessed to be joined by the Christian Brothers girls basketball team. And representing the Falcons, we're going to start off over here. We have sophomore Joy the Jumper Omashakin. And right next to Joy, we have junior Alea Harmon. And right next to Alea, we have senior Kaya Foster. And we're going to go to this side now. Representing for the freshmen, we have Olivia Novi. And right next to her, the woman who's the captain of this whole ship up here and has brought so much success to this program, the one and only Shandon Foster. All right, well, let's just get straight into it. You guys, once again, are off to another good start, 10-4. I think you won 4 in a row, currently undefeated in league play. Your last 2 games weren't even close as far as pure domination. What is working so well for this basketball team this time of the year?
I think we just sticking to what we do as a program. We like to press, we like to run fast, we like to play hard, and we stay true to that no matter who we play. Whether it's the top team or the team that's maybe not so great, we just make sure we stick to what we know when we do that.
Kevin, like you mentioned in the intro, we got a freshman over here, and I'm very interested in how you have incorporated yourself into the program and how some of your leaders over here and the other leaders on the team who are behind the camera, how they have helped ease that transition from middle school to high school ball at such a high level, too.
Yeah, my teammates and my coach, they definitely have helped relieve some of the pressure, and I've just made sure to try and make an impact in any way that I can.
You guys have to hold her in check as the freshman.
Sometimes, maybe.
And then, Kaya, you're one of only 2 seniors on this team. And I understand you dropped 30-plus points on Matt's alma mater, Wood Creek.
We don't have to bring that up.
No, we kind of do. But, you being a senior out here, and I know you had that tough injury last year in the section championship game, but to be here again this season and, really leading this team, how have you embraced that leadership role, and do you hold yourself to a high standard?
I think I've embraced it by just pushing my teammates and making them better players while I'm sitting on the bench with an injury. I think it's very important to take what I know and give it to the rest of my teammates just to make them better. So when I do come back, we have this sort of chemistry that is like I never left. So.
I love it. And then Joy, the reason you guys are wondering why I said Joy the Jumper in her introduction is because the team said that Joy is the highest jumper on the team. So Joy, where does that athleticism come from, and how do you utilize your hops on the court?
I think growing up, I've always been like an athletic kid. I have speed, people say. On the court, I do jump ball. So that's the first thing in the game. Jump ball, gotta jump really high. Jump shots, layups, rebounds, everything, you gotta really jump off the court.
Ladies, this one's for whoever wants to take it, but looking at some of the scores you guys have been putting up, big numbers on offense, really low numbers on defense. I know Coach is probably happy you're a very well-rounded team, but does anyone have a preference of putting up a lot of points versus holding the team to very few?
I think defensive-wise, we're a very defensive team, and we focus more on defense. She likes to say defense or offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So we definitely focus more on defense. I think even if we're not scoring, it's we still get more energy from playing good hard defense on off the ball.
One of the things I noticed before the interview was just how well all of the players were with one another as far as just the chemistry, camaraderie. I can tell you guys get along very well with one another. How would you describe how that camaraderie and connection that you guys have off the court definitely translates to your on-the-court success?
I think that a lot of it has to do with the chemistry that we build off the court. Our coach makes sure to set up a lot of team bonding events. And so we get to hang out with each other, and then on the court, everything kind of meshes, everything flows, and we kind of work as one instead of individually, being really selfless with the ball, stuff like that.
What are some of these team bonding events? I'm curious.
Well, the first one that we had, we went to a rage room where we kind of break things. That was a really fun experience. It was pretty enjoyable. It was funny, but yeah.
So their chemistry is good on the court, but I also want to know, like, during practice, you guys are going at each other too. And I imagine the practices are sometimes even more demanding and even more competitive than the games themselves. What's a Falcons practice like?
I think for starters, we like to before practice, leave whatever type of day you had out of the doors. Walk into the gym with your head held high, ready to put in your best effort. Just lifting each other up while pushing each other to do our best.
You're going to get an opportunity to experience this very, very soon, I feel like. But what was it like playing inside the Golden One Center? I mean, I bet that's an incredible opportunity to play on an NBA court and make that house your own.
There was definitely it was a lot brighter lights, but it was just it was very big. There was it didn't feel I know there was a lot of people there, but it didn't really seem like it because it wasn't it's close. But it was good. It was a good experience.
Those bench seats are comfy, huh, Coach?
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
Not too bad.
Got
too
a
bad
lot
at
of
all.
cushion on that.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, for you, you built a wonderful program there and have done an incredible job throughout your tenure there. Just curious, what gives you the most joy about coaching these young ladies?
Honestly, it has nothing to do with basketball. If I'm being honest, it's the I'm on campus too, so it's the girls coming in my office and eating lunch with me. They don't have to do that, but they come in my office. Even sometimes when I don't want them in my office, they come in my office. And they all sit down, they eat lunch with me, and I hear the jokes, and I hear all the tea, and I hear everything. You know what I mean? But that is what's enjoyable is that these are like my kids, and so I have kids of my own, but these are my kids, and they come in, and that's probably the most enjoyable. And then I get to see them grow. I get to see them go off to college, and I get to see all that, so that is probably the most enjoyable is just seeing them grow up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Who's your silliest player?
Freshman.
The freshman. Do you guys affirm that?
Yeah. And then Joy's probably next in line. For sure.
Joy the jumper. Good deal. Well, guys, I congratulate you on your season last year. I know that we're expecting big things from you guys again this year, and really keep up the good work. You guys are inspirations on and off the court, and we enjoy following you guys and covering you guys. So keep up the great work. Coach, you continue doing a phenomenal job as well. And we look forward to seeing you back at Golden One Center. A couple of months, is it?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Good deal. Well, guys, if you want to come check out the Christian Brothers girls basketball team, their schedule is online, or you can find it on Max Preps. Definitely come and check them out. You will be entertained. That is for sure. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with us. We appreciate it.